Good morning, Hope Community Church. As I talk to people and people talk about their actions and what have you, and people say, "Well, I'm doing this because of God. I'm doing this because God commands me," which kind of leaves the question: is how does God want us to live? What does God want from us? In Micah chapter 6, there's a heading. It's not in the Bible. It's the Bible translators put this heading, says, "What does the Lord require?" But Micah 6:6 says this: "With what shall I come before the Lord and bow myself before God on high? Shall I come to him with a burnt offering, with calves a year old?" In other words, if I'm going to come before the Lord, do I bring this burnt sacrifice? Is that what God really wants? He wants this sacrifice from me. Will the Lord be pleased with 1,000 rams, with 10,000 of rivers of oil? Shall I give him my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? So what's going to be enough to please God? If I give him thousands of rams, will that do it? If I give rivers of oil, will that please God? As people of the New Testament, we understand that Christ paid for any sacrifice that we ever need. Here's what Micah says: "He has told you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you?" So how are we to live? What does he require of us? It says, "But to do justice and to love kindness and walk humbly with your God." To do justice, do what is right. Do what is right for all people. Do justice. Live justly. To love kindness. Are you kind to people? And I'm not saying that means we never disagree, but even in your disagreement, are you kind? Are you treating that person as somebody that's created in the image and likeness of God, as somebody that Jesus Christ shed his blood for? Do justice, love kindness, and 3, to walk humbly with your God. Humility is, these days, a hard thing to find. Everybody's right, and the others are always wrong. And we need humility. We need humility that I could be wrong. And when I look at God and his greatness and his power and his awesomeness, I need to humble myself and say, "God, let everybody be wrong and you be right." We need people that will do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with God. Love you. Praying for you, church.